Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Skye and this is my first video of 2022! And I thought that for this video we shall do a cheeky little get ready with me. I know that I did a get ready with me not too long ago and my uploads haven't been the best, but I thought a good way to start the year is to just sit down, let's do our makeup together, let's chat, talk a bit about 2021, a little bit, because 2021 was a very, very, very wild year for me at the very least, to put it lightly. And I do want to say before I start, I will be mentioning, like I said, I will be talking about mental health and I will be discussing mentions of anxiety, OCD, suicidal thoughts, and self-harm. I'm not going to go into too much detail with these topics, and also medication. I'm not going to be going into too much detail with these topics, but if these are topics that are potentially triggering to you, please click out of this video or skip ahead or whatnot, because I don't want my content to jeopardize your mental health and well-being. So just a warning, those topics are going to be discussed in this video. If you can't handle this one, then I'll see you around in the next one. But anyways, let's get on into the makeup. And I thought today's makeup look, because I was actually quite requested this on Instagram, I did a look and it kind of blew up a little bit. This look right here. Now this is just a warm smoky eye. It's just a warm smoky eye, but this one, it got like 200,000, over 200,000 like reach, which is fucking mad to me. So I thought we would recreate this look right here. I felt really stunning in it, and I was asked by a couple of people, can you do a tutorial on it? So here we are with the get ready with me. I forgot my nose ring. One moment. Okay, rightio, the nose ring is in, and let me zoom y'all in a bit closer so we can talk and all that. My skin is a little bit and my lips, a little bit worse for wear, but it's fine, it's okay. So yes, let's discuss, shall we? So the palettes I'm going to be using today, I'm using a mix of these two. Now this is the U Beauty palette from Glaminatrix, and this is the Geologie Pilbara palette. Both of these palettes were sent to me in PR, but they're not paying me to make this video, just PR. But I really do like these palettes a lot, so we're gonna be using them for this look today. Now, if any of y'all have been around on my channel for a while, you would know that towards the end of the year, I was quite not active on YouTube, really. A lot of stuff happened at the end of the year, especially, so let's try and go in chronological order of 2021, shall we? I'm gonna be priming my eyes with the Milani eyeshadow primer. This is my all-time favorite one. So 2021 was full of ups and downs for me. Let's focus on, like, I guess chronological order. So the first big thing that happened, I turned 20 in 2021, which was, you know, quite a big deal. Like, I'm in my 20s now, and I'm gonna be 21 next month. Oh god. Bit wild. I still feel like a baby, very much so. But yeah, turned 20, and soon after, I got a job. I finally got a day job, and it was really great because the problem is that I graduated college right before the pandemic, like a year before the pandemic. Or like, wait, was it the same year that like, I think I graduated 2019 and I was gonna take a gap year. And then we know what happened. We know what happened, and I was unemployed for the most part. I did get like a temporary job at the start of the pandemic, but it did not work out. It didn't work out. It was really stressful. But yeah, I finally got a day job and I am still working there. I work in a charity shop and I love it. It's part-time, but I absolutely love it. It makes me so happy. Before we continue talking, I'm going to be using the U Beauty palette, and the only shade we are using from this palette is Struth. It's nice yellow matte. I'm going to plop that in the crease. So yeah, I think that was like my first like huge win of 2021, was getting a job that I absolutely adore, that I am that I really enjoy, that I thrive in, because honestly, I was really worried because of how crappy my mental health was. I was really worried I wouldn't be able to hold down a job, and I wasn't able to even work, and I was starting to think, like, maybe I'm fucked. But no, I absolutely love my job. I feel like it helped me grow. It's helping me grow as a person so much. Like, it's helping me come out of my shell a lot, and it's helped with my social anxiety immensely, and like, I just feel so confident when I'm at work, which is amazing. Yeah, summer 2021 was not great. Not really that good. I don't really want to get into the details because that is quite personal, but another huge thing that happened, and I actually mentioned this in my last Get Ready With Me, so I don't really want to stick on it for too long, but this year I left a relationship. So I was together with my previous partner for 5 years, which is a long time. That's a long time, especially I feel like for my age, like damn. So that was a huge adjustment. A lot of the stuff I kind of tactically forgot about because it was just too much. It was just so intense. It was such a big adjustment, and my mental health was really chaotic at this point. I started to have, like, derealization and depersonalization. I was so low, I could barely do anything. I couldn't do anything that I liked, and I was so anxious, and I remember right around this time as well, I was diagnosed with OCD. And then my therapist ghosted me. So I was diagnosed with OCD, and while it was both really, like, eye-opening, I was also like, huh? What do you mean this isn't normal? Because I always, like, you always think that your worldview is normal when it's all you've ever experienced. I'm trying to find this specific brush. There it is. The stigma of OCD is like, you like things neat and tidy, you like things in a certain order, and I'm like, yeah, but doesn't everybody? Like, that's not really, you know, and like obsessively cleaning. Like, you know the stereotypes of OCD? Like, I thought that that's what it was like. But I also was like, isn't everyone like that? So I just didn't really think too much into it. But then when I got diagnosed, I read more into it and I was like, oh shit. I thought this was just anxiety, but absolutely not. Anyways, before we continue talking about my OCD, I'm going to be using the Geologie Pilbara palette, and we're going to be using the shade Biff right here. We're going to be mixing this a bit with Brockman Iron to deepen out the outer V. So, yes. Anyways, so that happened, and it was very interesting because then I was kind of having to adjust to not only my new, like, situation, but also a new diagnosis. And it did help me a lot. Like, it needed to happen, but it was just intense. I feel like any of y'all that have dealt with a mental health diagnosis, no, or even just any diagnosis, like, even though it gives you clarity, it also gives you, like, you kind of get a bit like, okay, what the fuck? What do I do now? Like, you're kind of like, everything I knew is kind of turned on its head, and I have to completely adjust to this. So that happened, and around this time I was having really, a lot of old thoughts came back, and it was really scary. I started, like, having thoughts of harming myself and wanting to game end myself. I want to censor it because you know what I mean. And it was really intense, and honestly, I am forever grateful that I have the absolute best people around me. I have the best mum, I have the most amazing family, I have incredible friends. Like, when everything was going really tits up, like, a couple of my friends came over and stayed, like, we're all fully vaccinated. They came over and stayed with me for a couple days to make sure that I was okay. And it meant a lot, and people around me, like, I remember when I told my boss, like, how I'd been feeling, because he was like, I've noticed that, like, you've kind of, you know, something's up. And when I told him, and he then that same day he said, would you like to go and see some deer? Now bear in mind, I have never seen deer in real life before. I've lived in the UK for like, how many goddamn years? I don't remember. A long time. But I've never seen deer in person. Like, I just never have. I see them in movies and shit, but I've never actually seen them in person. And when I opened up to my boss, he said, would you like to go and see some deer with me? So after work, we went to see some deer at a local, like, nature reserve park that have deers and everything. And it was just really nice. Like, I really didn't feel like I deserved all this love that I was getting, because I kind of struggle with that, where, like, I feel like I don't deserve a lot of good things, because, like, my intrusive thoughts constantly tell me that I don't deserve it and I'm an awful human being, and I try my best to not be an awful human being, but, like, you know, the thoughts, you know, are just powerful. So it was a lot, but as dark as 2021 was, like I mentioned, a lot of really fucking incredible things happened. Like, despite everything going on, I launched my own brand. I launched Rain Cloud Candles, which is my candle brand, my small business, and it's my baby. I've been working on it. I've been working so hard at it for so goddamn long. It was in the works. I was gonna launch in 2020, and then, you know, and I didn't think I could do it, but I did, and we're doing really well, as even, like, though we're a really small business, and it's just me and my mum pretty much, and my designer as well, my artist who does the artwork and packaging. Like, it's just us. It's mainly just me, to be honest, because I mainly am the hands-on with everything. But yeah, that was really amazing, and y'all was so supportive of Rain Cloud Candles launched, and you know what's funny? When I launched Rain Cloud Candles, all of that, like, negative stuff that I just said about my mental health and, you know, you know, that stuff, all of that was going on while I was launching my brand, and it shows that you really have no idea what someone's going through, like, unless they explicitly say. So that's why, for me, on, like, social media, I've been trying really hard now to talk about it more and to advocate more about it, because, okay, real quick, gonna interrupt myself before I continue. I'm gonna be using the shade Biff as my lid shade now. We're doing an all matte look. I really want to use my, like, my admittedly very small, but I want to use my platform to talk about mental health and to talk about, like, important topics, like, you know, that sort of thing, especially stuff that's close to me, because, like, if breaking the stigma of, like, mental health being, oh, bad, don't talk about it, it really can help so much, because especially, like, I really appreciate when someone says on social media, like, hey, I'm having a bad day, like, today was not great, I'm gonna be honest. Because then it's like, it makes people more human, and I understand that not everyone wants to share that, because it is personal, but I want to share as much as possible how real it is living with mental illness, and how to adjust to it, and, you know, I'm going to dip into Geyserite right now. We're gonna deepen up the Adavie even more to make it smoky. Let's talk about some more positive things that happened in 2021, because despite my mental health being both at an all-time low and all that good stuff, all that fun jazz, I also started new medication towards the end of the year. I switched medications and I went on something that is made specifically for, like, OCD and anxiety, because that's why I was already on medication and it was helping but not enough. And I'm also a big advocate for, like, medication. I don't think there should be any shame in someone wanting or needing to take, like, medication for their mental health, because mental health is your health. It doesn't mean you're weak because you need medication, you know? So I went on new medication. This was right around the time that I was gonna start, like, getting back into YouTube properly, and then again I disappeared for such a long time, which I'm really sorry about. but I just needed time to adjust because the adjusting period to new medications is wild. It's very wild. Just a bunch of other things, like a bunch of other changes, trying to keep going with Rain Cloud, doing the Christmas collection, the festive season, and everything was just a lot. It was just a lot. I had a lot on my plate, but it was good stress in a way. And I found that this medication that I'm currently on is, I think I found the one that works for me. And it's, this sounds really sad. I haven't felt this positive about life and this happy in years. At least since I was like 13 years old. And I'm 20 now. And I genuinely feel so... I have a spark for life now that I think I lost for such a long time. And I'm just so excited to do things, and I did take time off for myself because I'm trying to learn to take time off for myself because I'm the kind of person, in order for me to cope with my mental health, I have to keep busy. I have to keep busy, I have to keep doing things. So, because if I'm constantly busy and constantly doing something, I don't have time to panic, I don't have time to overthink, my brain literally cannot do it because I'm doing so many things at once. Yeah. Which is honestly not the best coping mechanism because I did burn myself out a lot. You know, I overworked myself too much, but now I've learned to, and I'm still not perfect, I'm absolutely not perfect, but I think 2021 was such a year of growth for me. I made new friends, like new online friends that I absolutely adore. My mental health is stable, I feel content, I feel like I can be myself more, and it's really, really nice. I didn't think that I would get to this stage where I actually think that I am making progress. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm really not. I don't think anybody is, but I'm really proud of how far I've come. And I'm trying to allow myself to be proud of myself because I fucking did the thing. Why am I getting gushy in a makeup video while doing my mascara? Okay, let's talk about... I'm gonna stop talking about all this deep stuff now because I feel like I've been here for half an hour and I've not even finished my eyes. So let's talk about makeup and future plans for the channel. I have so much that I want to share, like content that I want to do. Oh, by the way, mascara I used was the Nabla Major Pleasure mascara. Love that one. And I'm gonna prime my face with the Milani Skin Quench hydrating primer. I do like Milani face primers, they're very good. Milani do kind of slap though. They kind of do be fucking slapping. I still want to do I have so many videos that I wanted to do like before the end of 2021. Like I wanted to do my low buy haul 2021 part 3 series that I do. Because I do like a low buy haul series where I haul all the makeup that I've bought on my low buy. And I wanted to do a 2021 favorites video. I wanted to do makeup inventory update, low buy update, like all of that stuff, but I'm kind of worried that I'm too late now because it is January. It's like almost mid-January and I haven't done any of that, so please let me know, would you guys be interested in still seeing that content from me? Because I would love to film it. Because I discovered a lot of favorites this year, man. Like, I mean, this makeup that I'm using now, like these are like favorites. I was gonna wear like a foundation today, but like, I'm gonna be honest, my sponges are dirty and I don't really want to clean them. Some things never change. I feel really proud of myself because I really genuinely don't feel the need to buy any new makeup. Like, I just want to buy replacement lashes, replace my concealer because it's about to run out. Maybe, like, I just don't feel the need to shop right now. And I'm really happy with that because, like, I'm really trying to fall back in love with my collection and use what I have, and I think I'm gonna resume shop my stashes because I've missed them so much and I know y'all like them a lot, so I think I'm gonna resume them. I did take a break for a while because I was, like I said, I was just burned out and overwhelmed with life, but we're gonna resume them and I'm really excited to do that. Concealer, I am using the Uoma Beauty Stay Woke Concealer in the shade Fair Lady T1. I don't know if you can see, I am scraping. There is barely any fucking thing left in here. Like, I need to buy another one. So yeah, low-buy wise, I will make like a full video about like low-buy and all that stuff, but I think I will continue the low-buy for 2022. But I genuinely just feel positive about my collection, at least right now, and I don't really think that I need to do any super restrictive rules, but we'll talk about that more later. I still haven't finished the palette series. That's another funny thing. I was doing like a series where I use every single palette in my collection like 3 times, and I was gonna film like 3 Looks One palettes with all of them, but I didn't finish, and I will continue that project this year. Oh, I just realized I almost forgot one of the best things that happened this year. I got a bunch of tattoos this year. I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 this year. And I am, if y'all know me, y'all know I absolutely love tattoos. Like, it's one of my favorite things, and I want to allocate any like makeup money that I used to normally spend. I want to allocate that to other things that I want to do. Like, I want more tattoos, and I think that's a better investment because it's something that's literally going to last for the rest of my life. It's something that I love incredibly so. Like, I absolutely adore them, and they make me feel better about myself. Like, they make me feel like me. And I feel like like I said, I didn't feel like myself for a very long time. Even when I made steps to, like, you know, coming out as non-binary, like, cutting my hair, dyeing it, making sure that, like, the exterior matched the interior. And tattoos are one of them for me. Like, body modifications are such a huge thing for me. Well, like, I don't have any piercings or anything, but tattoos are, like, they make me feel like me, and yeah, I got a bunch this year, so as you can see, I have the 2, I don't know if y'all have seen these, I think you probably have, I don't remember. I've got 2 lavenders on my chest, which, beautiful. The tattoo artists I go to are Heidi K Tattoo, I'll put their usernames here, Heidi K Tattoo, she did these lavenders and the one on my arm here, and Laura Lenehan Tattoo, and they did the one on my arm, which you can kind of see right there. That's the newest one. So yeah, I got new tattoos. The chest ones, honestly, like, if y'all are like, okay, not to be a cheeky enabler, but if y'all are insecure about yourselves, or like you just want to feel stunning, get a chest tattoo. Get a chest tattoo. I have never felt more beautiful in my goddamn life. Like, I just feel like I look like an ethereal garden fairy, and that is just my vibe. I just want to look like a little nymph for the rest of my life. The other one I got, also, oh yeah, forgot to mention, I'm using the Fenty Beauty translucent powder in the shade Butter. But yeah, the other tattoo I got is this right here. This is a kangaroo paw flower, and that is the flower of Western Australia, which is where I'm from. And I love kangaroo paw flowers. They are stunning, very unique. Lavenders, they just don't really have a super significant meaning. I just like lavenders. And also the first candle, actually. First candle I ever made for my brand was Lavender Skies. That was the first candle I made, first design I had, first everything. So like, I have a bit of an affinity towards lavenders. I would love to eventually do like a tattoo tour video once I have more, because 2022 is gonna be another year for tattoos for me. I've already got one booked, like after my birthday. I'm gonna get one right here, big one, big old kookaburra from Heidi. Oh, and the snake. Y'all haven't even seen the snake because it is literally brand new. I got it like mid December. Look at him. Look. The same artist, Laura, that did this owl, did the snake. That's that beauty right there. Let's see if I can show him off. And it is absolutely gorgeous. You can tell it's newer because it's darker and like more fresh. But yes, it is so gorgeous. And now I have a half sleeve basically. I just need to fill this gap and then we're all done with the half sleeve. Yeah, it was great. As soon as I got it, I was like, yes, let's go. Also, can I just say, people that say that wrist is the easiest place to get a tattoo, your mum's a hoe. Wrists are horrible. Chest was easier than wrist. Both sides, this side and this side. I literally said to my artist, I said, Laura, I've got my chest done, and granted it's not anything significant, but I was like, Laura, why is wrist the worst thing I've ever experienced? And she was like, yep, it's hell. And she's completely covered, and she was like, yeah, wrist is one of my least favorite places. I was like, god damn, I'm not the only one, thank god. So yeah, anyways, that's me talking about tattoos for now. We're gonna finish up the eyeballs, and I have been recording for a very long time, so I am very sorry editing Skye. You're gonna have a very not fun time with this. I'm probably sitting there like, motherfucker, shut up. I love it. And I feel like I've said that like so many times, and now I am gonna focus on the makeup. So I am putting Struth from the U Beauty palette all under my under eyes. We're making this very smoky. Look at that. We're basically putting, okay, here's the thing. I absolutely love doing super smoky looks where I basically put all of the eyeshadow, like, basically in my like under eye bags. Because yes, does it make me look a bit more tired? Probably. But is it a look? Yes. Some people may disagree, but I absolutely love it. I love it. Now we're gonna take that red shade Biff from Geologie and yeet that underneath. Well, I'm kind of taking a mix. I'm taking a mix of like Biff, Brockman Iron, and Geyserite, and just smacking that all over. This is why I love doing all matte looks. And I need to do them more because like, it's literally just yeeting colors all over. And we're gonna blend that in as well with a larger brush. If you're curious, this brush is the NYX number 16 brush. Such a good one. So now for the inner corners, I'm going to use this shade right here, which is Starry Sky. And this one I've almost hit pan in. Do you see that fucking dip that I've got going on in it? Do you see that dip? Oh, I love this goddamn shade. And I'm gonna take that on a really tiny brush. I wanna start hitting more pans this year as well. I don't know how realistic that's gonna be, TBH, but a bestie can dream. I want my collection to look more used. I just shoved that directly in my eyeball. Delicious. Finally some good fucking food. Alrighty. Sweet. Ah, you can tell the energy of the video just changes as like the look progresses. So we're gonna do lashes towards the end, but we're gonna do some bronzer. We're gonna use the Becca Bali Sands. I would do a project pan, but like I just don't like project pans. I can't do them. But do you want to see a saucy pan? Look at that! Look at that, we're almost done with this bronzer. I don't think you can buy this bronzer anymore, but I have the Nabla one in Amber, and that one's kind of similar to this one, but I wanted to finish this before like I properly get to using. Oh yeah, also today I got my booster. The day that I'm filming this, I have got my cheeky little booster, which is very nice. Now for this look, in the original look, I used a mixture of Rituel de Fille Delirium, what is this called? The Inner Glow Cream Pigment, and a mix of my Cover FX blush in Warm Honey. Now I'm just gonna use Warm Honey for this look. I'll show you what Delirium looks like. I might add a little bit of this on top. Looks like this. I might add a little bit of this. I'll add a little bit of this. Because I want it to have like a bit more brightness to it, but not too much. So I put this basically on the highest points of my cheekbones, just to add more bright, because the Cover FX Warm Honey, it's wonderful. It's probably one of my favorite blushes in my collection, and I wanted it to have like a cream base for it to pop a bit more. I mean, I usually like to wear this on its own, but for this look, I like to mix it in with the Cover FX one, and then I like to pop a little bit on my nose, because we love that sort of look. Oh yeah, and I went pumpkin patch picking, and I stuck the sticker on my cover of this blush because, like, this blush, I have the soft peach one as well, and the packaging is the exact same. You cannot tell them apart unless you look at the back or open them, so I was like, if I put the sticker on, then I mean, at least I can tell what's what. So yeah, we're gonna use Warm Honey, and we're gonna use this shade, the matte shade. I really love these blushes, bro. These are really fucking good. Like, they kind of did slap. They kind of did pop off with this. I've only tried a couple of Cover FX products, but this blush slaps. And we're literally going to town. Bro, as soon as I don't like record a video for so long, I like sit down and I'm recording for like genuinely an hour. I just get so excited being like, I'm back, bitch. Anyways, I say that in like every goddamn video. So now I'm gonna fill in my brows slightly because I do like shave my brows a bit. I accidentally shaved off the tail of this a little bit too much, so we're just gonna slightly fill it in, and I'm using the Boldface Makeup Better Brows brow pencil in the shade B10. We're only doing a little bit of filling, just a little bit. The tails are back, and now we are going to put the brow gel in. Oh, actually, before I put on brow gel, let me put on highlighter. So we're using the Juvia's Place Tribe Highlight in volume 3. This used to be like my holy grail, and I rediscovered my love for it this year, and bro, why did I stray away from it? This is some good shit. This is so good, honestly. Like, my favorite, like, neutral toned highlighter in my collection. It just works. It just works! And also, you can buy Juvia's Place in the UK now. Like, I bought this from, like, their website fucking ages ago. But you can buy them in the UK now, and I highly recommend this formula. Super moist looking on the skin. Super reflective, especially if you wet it. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that. I'm not gonna do too much. Just blend out the edges. And now we're gonna finish up the eyes. I know we're kind of all over the place. So I'm gonna use the Linda Hallberg, I forgot the name. Where is it? The Orange Mood Crayon in Likeable Mood. I don't know why that was so difficult for me to say. We're gonna pop on some lashes! And the ones that I used in the look these are backwards. Fucking hell. These are from Boldface Makeup, and they're in the style I Love It. These were also sent in PR. And these are on their last legs. I have used these lashes. This pair and the, what are they called? Gimme More pair from Boldface Makeup. Those are my most, like, they are falling apart. Like, they were like me early 2020, just falling apart, not having a great time. So I'm going to probably place an order at Boldface Makeup and actually purchase them myself, because I absolutely love these lashes, and there is so much lash glue on here. I should have cleaned them. Nasty. Okay, I think real quick, I'm gonna go off camera because I have been recording for actually like ages. I've been recording for like 50 minutes. So I'm gonna go off camera, finish up the lashes, freckles, and I'll do the lips with you on camera because I did like a little lip concoction, and we will finish this video off. So I will be right back. Rightio, so lashes are on, freckles are on. If you're curious about the products that I used for my lashes, I already mentioned they are Boldface Makeup I Love It. And the lash glue that I used is actually a new favorite of mine. This is from the indie brand Lash Dupe. They're a UK based indie brand, and it's called the Super Duper Glue. The Super Duper Glue in clear, and this shit is good. I've repaired stuff with this lash glue, by the way. Like, something on my necklace broke, like a little gemstone on my necklace broke. I repaired it with lash glue, and it's not fallen off. So, this is good lash glue. It doesn't irritate my eyes, it's latex free and all that good stuff. Really like it so far. The freckles, I use my beloved, this is the Kimchi Chic Fake Freckle product in Afternoon in the Flower Field. I don't think they have any other shades, this is just the only shade. Love this stuff though. Like, definitely a favorite of this year, like fake freckles, 10 out of 10. I've set my face with another all reliable Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. Now let's do the lips. Let's do the lips. Now my lips are very crusty because I pick up my lips. It is what it is. But for lips, for this look, I used a mixture of these two. So, I used a mix of Perfect Plum by Odin's Eye and Apricot Girl by Odin's Eye. These are both of their matte lip stains. And I do a little mixture. So, we take a bit of Perfect Plum and we just plop it in the center right there, and then blend it out with our fingies. I love doing this kind of blurred lip look that I see a lot of, like, I see in K-beauty. Because I think, especially with like a super smoky eye, or just any eye to be honest, even with like a big winged liner, I just think the blurred lip look is absolutely stunning. So that's Perfect Plum. And because it's kind of more of like a cool toned berry color, we're gonna mix a little bit of Apricot Girl on top of that. And we're just doing the exact same thing, just plopping it on the center. And then just mixing it in with our fingies. So yeah, this look is pretty simple, but I hope you still enjoyed this Get Ready With Me anyways. Just something nice, warm and toasty, and still kind of glamorous, and all that stuff. I just really love doing warm looks like this. I just think I look really toasty and pretty. I'm a big fan of them. Anyways, so I have been talking at your faces for so goddamn long. Again, I'm very sorry that this video is probably going to be 40 minutes long. Very sorry about that, but that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do let me know how was your 2021, and also share something positive that happened in 2021, be it you got a new haircut, a new pet, or even just anything. It doesn't have to be anything super massive, just a little victory that you had in 2021, because I would like to know. I want to celebrate these little victories with y'all. I know that I haven't been that great with responding to comments, but I do read every single one, and I really appreciate all of y'all, so thank you so much for just sticking around with me. And anyways, if you'd like to see more makeup content from me, then you can follow me on my Instagram. It's Beauty by Skye right here. I post all of my looks there, and I'm active on there every single day. And if you'd like to support me further, I do have my own small business, Rain Cloud Candles Co. We are a small queer-owned business based in the UK, and we make handmade candles. The link to shop will be down below, along with our social media, if you'd like to give us a follow. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here. And as always, stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.